Hello, my unsuspectingly pathetic fools. I couldn't think of something funny there. Anyway, we are going to play this little special version of the demo that I unlocked.
SEGA.
So yeah, SEGA, Sonic Team, the Havoc Physics engine. They're also the Hedgehog engine's there too. They're just not showing it. And we got 20th anniversary Sonic. And goodbye time limit for this version of the demo. But here's what's awesome. Oh yeah, kick face. We have modern Green Hill. Now let's boost through it. For I am the Bullshinator. Ready? Go! Boosh! Boosh! Well, missed one. Alright. Boosh! And here's the drift. Yeah, he spins enough of the drift. Oh, and I just did the better version of the shortcut because I killed the enemies and I got the 10 ring. And I just moved so fast it looked like Sonic was on cocaine. And now for some tricks. Oh yeah. Now that is... Now, I love how high you can get the boost gauge up. I'm gonna particularly in this run of the demo that I did, you'll see how much you can abuse the combo system. Finish! Whoosh! Oh, hello there, giant monstrous looking fish thing. Oh shit. Combo 1, combo 2, combo 3, combo 4, combo 5, finish! Sonic Adventure 1 pose, and look at how high that boost gauge went. Go, go. Boosh! Okay, that was pathetic boosh. Bomb! Bomb! And now we're taking our shortcut. This game is gonna be freaking awesome, man. Die, crab meats. Boosh! Bomb! Bomb! And break the... yeah, stuff. Super fast. I love how that's not even an... oh, glitch. Anyway, I love that's part of the... it's not even part of the environment. We still get there. Oh yeah, S-ranking can also be pretty tough, actually. I did it here, but believe it or not, but I think I've done better runs and not gotten an S rank. Well, maybe not. So yeah, now here's the one thing: you got to go back every time you do the demo. Every time you want to play the demo again, you got to exit the demo because you won't be able to move. You will not be able to control Sonic when you move. And we are going back to the demo because I have something cool to show you. You see, it turns out... now, I don't know how many of you have seen Polygon Jim. He's the guy who hacked the demo. He's showing off all those cool different things. But some of the things he showed off included Modern Sonic and Classic Sonic's level, Classic Sonic and Modern Sonic's level, the elemental shields. Yeah, they're returning in this game. And he gave Classic Sonic the homing attack, and he also fixed Classic Sonic's roll, which I hope Sega sees that, because if he can fix that roll by changing changing a value by 1 point or something. I don't know. I don't know if it's 1 point or not. If it's that easy, then they should so do it. Anyway, so now what does that mean? Well, essentially this hack actually puts Modern Sonic and Classic Sonic's demo. So we're gonna do a little run through of Green Hill Act 1 with Modern Sonic. Now, there was a rumor back at E3 that we never got confirmed or denied that this was going to be a function in the final game. And considering how Classic Sonic moves so easily in 3D, you've got to wonder if that's what they're planning. Oh! Is it me or are the bounce mechanics better with Modern Sonic? Yeah, they might want to... Well, actually, no, they're not. They're overpowered here, but... Yeah. Oh, yeah, and I was about to get hurt there. So, I cannot figure out... I can't S-rank this level. I haven't been able to yet. I don't know if it's possible. I don't know if it's because it's Modern Sonic. I'm not sure. But either way, just enjoy... Either way, I'm just going to enjoy this. Boom. Boosh! Glitch. Modern Sonic actually plays very well. I've seen Classic Sonic. He doesn't play too great, but only because he's kind of slow. If they programmed the spin dash to work properly, then he'd be fine. Whoosh! Yeah, and by the way, I meant Classic Sonic in Modern Sonic's level. Classic Sonic in Classic Sonic's level is awesome. Just wanted to make that clear. So yeah, checking out his rank. He appears to have a lot of poses. Like, oh yeah, by the way, you don't have to restart the demo all over again. You can just hit the play again button here, and then quit out, and then you'll be able to play the modern level. So that's one piece of convenience. Anyway, he has different poses, a lot of them. I'm not sure. I've seen him like do at least 3 different poses for getting an S rank. So I'm wondering, is it that he doesn't have different poses depending on the rank, or is it that he has a lot of poses per rank? I'm not sure. Either way, it'll still be better than Sonic Colors, where he didn't really, where his poses weren't all that special. These poses are awesome. Anyway, now we're gonna show some stuff in the demo, like here. Yeah. So yeah, there's no camera control. The only way to get a camera to shift is to be moving really fast to get it. That's a problem. That's a problem. I mean, I can understand that in Sonic Colors because the controls didn't really have camera control. There wasn't enough sticks for camera control on half the controllers they had, but no excuse here. Anyway, yeah. So, oh, they also fixed up the thing where you just like slide really far. That would send you off platforms. Though I still wish they did this crawling that they did in Sonic Unleashed. That would have been fun. And jumping's the same. Sonic's new jumping animation is basically Sonic Unleashed jumping animation, slightly more blue, but a slightly darker shade of blue. Oh yeah, I understand that this is a linear level because it's like the first level, but they use too many invisible walls, like that waterfall there. It's got like there's a pit right there. I mean, yeah, I don't want to. Normally, I'm not going to do that, but if I want the option to be able to die in that pit, because the environment looks so beautiful and expansive, I want to be able to explore it. So if you're gonna have walls, please don't make them invisible walls. Is all I'm saying. So yeah, and the quick step is back to being usable in all locations. Uses the sound effect from Sonic Colors, which is basically the sound effect from Sonic Unleashed, just slightly altered. Anyway, and as you saw before, the Drix now he spins, and also his boost gauge doesn't go up as high when he drifts. Oh, and rail jumping is still using the stick. Whoosh! Oh yeah, the boost goes down considerably faster. So it's actually a bit more... It's actually... They actually managed to... Oh, you also gotta move the sticks. Just basically move this left stick in any direction to do combos like that. Anyway, the boost gauge goes down. Really, the boost gauge goes down a lot faster, so you gotta be a lot more conservative. You gotta make sure to get rings more. You can't just wing it on 2 rings. Anyway, also, to do a finish, like I'm about to do right now, you gotta hit the bumper and the... You gotta hit some of the... I'm not sure which buttons. It's gotta be either the bumpers and the... I just hit the bumpers and the triggers all at once. That's what I do. I have no idea how to... which one it is, but that's what I do. Also, I move the stick around in a circular motion because I find that works most effectively. And the sometimes present glitch is that you can't boost while you're on 2D rails. It works fine there, but for some reason, there was other times where I couldn't get it to work, like on the lower paths. Like I'll go now and try to see if I can show it. No, I don't want to go there yet. Actually, I do, but I want to go through the. I want to see if I can go through the loop because it's the classic Green Hill loop. You know what I mean? See if I can jump that. No, I can't jump that. Figures. Well, I probably could. I just failed too. So yeah. Now here you are. Now here we are. See, I wasn't boosting because I couldn't there. Now that might be because of dash panel effects, but here there have been times where I couldn't boost. It was working fine there. So maybe it's just a glitch, which they'll hopefully fix. Because I didn't get any footage of it, so that's a good sign. It's a good sign if I couldn't get any footage of it. Oh yeah, the jump dash is now back again, and the boost is but the air boost is still there. But the air boost is kind of weak. Anyway, check this out. I know Aaron Weber showed this off at E3, but when you get hit by crab meats in this game, they laugh and fall over. Die! Anyway, so yeah, the air boost isn't as powerful as it is. Like it can't last as long as it used to. Like you probably saw it. You probably saw it how it didn't stay. I couldn't keep the boost going. It deactivated. So yeah. Oh yeah, and when you initiate the boost, it takes a lot of energy up. So you got to again, you're taking up more energy. So now what I'm trying to do here is something I never did before. I was trying to see if I could get to the alternate, go between the alternate path and this path, but it appears there's a script. The way the game is putting you on a script, so you can't. Again. That's a little too much scripting, guys. You might want to lay off a bit on the scripting. And don't get me wrong, this is awesome and all, this level's awesome, but don't inhibit try not to inhibit exploration, especially with this stage. This is Green Hill, man. From what I heard, they'll be fine the Chow missions again, though, so I guess that'll be a cause for exploration. Anyway. So now this is another example of the invisible walls. As soon as I can get the camera to come back to me properly, there we go. Anyway, you'll note that there's some really cool ass waterfalls to your left. Now they got regular walls, but look here, no walls, no visible walls, just invisible walls. I don't like that. If there's not any walls there, and there's a lot of beautiful environment, let me jump into that water and die if I so desire. Anyway, another thing that I don't like is that they didn't do the cool ripple effect that was in Sonic Unleashed. Oh well, these are just nitpicks. This level, Modern Sonic's gameplay is still freaking awesome. Oh, I'm going to show you a cool Easter egg here, actually. Notice the fish notice the fish in the background. Yeah, you can't fight them again. Walls, and they can't attack you. But I guess they couldn't figure out a way to program them in 3D, even though they did in Sonic Adventure 2. So they decided to at least include them as an Easter egg. And I'm going to probably give you a better view in a few seconds. First, I'm just going to show, again, more environment that you'd want to explore, but you can't. So, let me think. Yeah, there's, let's get some rings so we can get the boost gauge up. New ring design, as you can see. Get more rings so we can get the camera to come back to us. See, they should have just enabled camera control. I don't know if they can yet, but if they can, please do so. There we are, the fish enemies. See, look, pretty nice little Easter egg there. So, yeah. Another thing I was gonna say, but I totally forgot. Yeah, about the camera though. Sonic Unleashed. See, the thing is, I understand that Sonic's not not famous for having good camera, but with Sonic Unleashed, you got the camera to work right. Well, the Werehog had some problems, but the day level camera worked beautifully. You finally did it right in both 3D and 2D. So you should. So it's a shame not to get it. So yeah. I'm gonna say that I had to do it 59 seconds earlier, that the time wasn't 59 seconds to next rank, because I've gotten S ranks for getting it in 2 minutes. Okay, so another thing I'm gonna show you though is during my attempts to hack this demo, I discovered something. Okay, so what I did. See now, anytime the video will switch where it switches to the next clip I recorded. Basically, yeah, here we go. I think. So yeah, so basically I switched the demo distribution mode from trial version 1 to TGS. That's how I got the demo to get Modern Sonic Spree and Hill Zone. It's a bit more complicated. It's a bit more tricky than that because of how tricky-dicky that freaking process was. It took me forever to do it. Anyway, but in my escapades, I switched it to trial version 2 at one point, which is another option. And this is what I got. You can't play. Yeah, it's Begonia. You can't play them because the levels aren't actually in the demo. Some of the assets are, but not the levels themselves. However, this proves they are going to release a demo for it. Now, and probably Modern Sonic will be the only one playable, since Classic Sonic was the only one playable. Now, from what I've read, it's going to be October 15th. Like October 10th or 15th or something that it's going to be coming out. Alright, so we're going to show the light dash here. Yeah, it's not. None of the rings you can light dash. None of the rings in Modern Sonic's level are light dashable. Only these specific rings, which is weird. But maybe it shows that we are gonna get Modern Sonic's. We're gonna allow to have toggling between characters because they programmed rings to be light dashable in Classic Sonic's level, even though he doesn't have the light dash. So I guess there's more evidence on that. All right. So another thing we're gonna do is we are going to check out the voice, because you might think to yourself, that is what's his name? That's the Japanese voice for Sonic. No, but it's Roger Craig Smith. It really is. I could tell by listening after having played it and listening to it for myself on my own TV. I could tell. I know it doesn't sound like him, but listen. But that sounded like Ryan Drummond, actually. That sounded like Roger, though. And listen to this. That was definitely Roger's voice. I think just listen to him die in Sonic Colors and compare it to that. That's a match right there. That's Roger's voice. It might just be Sega trolling. Now the. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else important. Oh yeah, listen. That was an ow in clear English. That wasn't just like ugh. That was ow. So yeah. Now the reason why it might sound so high pitched might be because Sega's trolling us again, like they did at Alton Towers. Because some of these sound like recycled Sonic Colors clips, and we know they were using them back in an earlier build. So. Maybe this is just edited. This is just recycled Sonic Colors clips with a higher pitch. So maybe it's just Sega trolling us, like back at Alton Towers. One more thing. We're gonna now take a look at some of the little things he does when he stands around. As you can see, though, one thing they've improved with the model is now his mouth. His mouth isn't just stuck on a smile. It actually can move. It can actually get out of the smile. And then there's one of the animations from Unleashed. I can't remember if that one was in colors. I know there was another one that was in colors, though. Alright, repeating yourself. Show us some better gold. Alright, yeah, this was in Unleashed and Colors, but it's got a new twist here. In addition to better mouth animation, he smiles and takes in the sunshine there. It's also really well animated, too. Get that shit off my shoe! And yeah, what happened? And of course, his trademark going to sleep. This time he's not smiling. Again, I don't think he's smiling, but he looks a lot more bored than he did. He looks more bored than he did in Unleashed. That's for sure. I love how he struggles to stay awake there. Anyway, we're gonna try to get a good shot to see his model better, which is not as easy. Which is easier said than done, considering there's no fucking camera control. I know a good spot here, but because I'm in quick step mode, controls are all fucked up. Like yeah, like if I hit forward, I'm actually gonna go to the left from where you're looking. Yeah, still, it's confused. It's totally confused. You know, they should be able to re-enable camera control. I mean, this game is built directly from Unleashed. There's still leftovers like the Werehog's life icon and things found in this demo. So they really should be so re-enabling camera control should be easy, shouldn't it? See, we're getting good, but let's get closer. All right, there we go. That's pretty good. Move to the left a bit, to the other side. See the other side. Oh yeah, and by the way, I didn't show this, but his eyes also have the ability to move. Like if you do, it's like if you go to a complete stop and Sonic's like, you know, stopping fast in his tracks, and then he turns around, like right there. You can actually see his eyes move. Also, I'm gonna show his getting hurt animations. Again, see now he's not. Wait, it doesn't. You can't see it here. Yeah, see now he's not smiling when he gets hurt, or when he's dying for that matter. Speaking of dying, new death animation, and we'll do it again from another angle, just so we can see his mouth in the death animation. Once again. Okay, so I'm going to show how to actually get this do this demo. All right, let me get things together. And don't worry about the crappy video quality. I know I don't have a screen recorder, but oh wait, hold on, I can fix this. That should make things a bit clearer to see on the Anyway, but don't worry about that. Even though I don't have a screen recorder, I'll be very vocal in explaining what I'm gonna do. So. First thing you're going to need is, well, first off, your PS3. You're going to need to do some stuff to it. Okay, so you're going to need to have custom firmware installed in your PS3, and I'm going to give, and only one specific version of the custom firmware worked for me, and I'm going to actually go ahead and show and have you download and leave a download link for that. Now, if you have one that's beyond that's beyond like whatever it was, is it 35.5? I don't know. Hold on, I'll even check. What's the... If you have one that's version 3.55, that's past version 3.55, then you might need to, then yeah. I don't know what you're going to do from there. If there's a way to downgrade it, I'm not sure, so you'll have to look into that one. But, okay, so next thing you're going to need is you're going to need the demo. Now that you can find on a forum on Sonic Retro. You can find the demo on a forum on Sonic Retro. I will leave a link to the forum because it will also have a few other important things you're going to need. Okay, so the demo file is a PKG file. essentially it's a type of file used by Sony and Apple to sorry, I haven't scripted this. It's used by Sony and Apple to pack things, basically. Yeah, and so in this case, it's being used to pack a demo. So once you have it, and again, and don't worry, there's nothing you need to see. That's why I'm not having it focused. I'm gonna make sure it's focused when I do this, when I actually show important stuff. So I'm gonna see if I can find what the demo file looks like if you get it from Sonic Retro, unless you have another source. This is for the PS3 version, just so you know. Now, the basic principles of actually editing, of what you have to edit, are going to be the same on the 360, but how you go about getting it on your 360 is going to be a lot more difficult, and I haven't done that myself, just so you know. Okay, so this is what the PS3 version of the demo should look like if you get it from Sonic Retro. This is the package file that it should look like. Just for reference, I'm also going to show the 360 demo to you guys. Okay, now this particular file that's highlighted, ignore everything else. Most of that is content inside the demo, but that one particular file is what the at least from the source I got it, and I think that was taken down, so I might have to put it up again. And if you know stuff about 360 files, then be sure to jump in. But I'm not an expert on them. I think there's a program called WXPIRS or something like that you can use to open them. But again, I don't know because it's a lot more complicated on that. Now, okay, so when you have the file, you want to put it on a USB flash drive and then put that flash drive onto your PS3. All right. So there it is. Let me zoom in here. Oh, great! The zoom doesn't work when I'm recording. Wonderful. Alright, so you want to head right to now if you use the link I did to get custom firmware, you should have something that says install package files. I say use mine because it's a lot more reliable. Now there's no files on either of my USB flash drives, but you would see the file name that I just showed you there, and you'd click to install it, and then it would install. Alright, now I think. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure that this Multiman also comes with the firmware, and that's important because you could extract the package file on your computer, but that has been unreliable for me because then it seems to have messed with the files, because oftentimes, like when I try to extract a CPK file, I'll explain what all that means later. It wouldn't get all the content I needed, so and that's a problem. So yeah, basically once you figure out how to use this thing, essentially what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go into the demo. You're going to want to go into the demo, which will be in dev HDD0 and in game. Excuse me a minute. I think I went to the wrong space. Okay. Anyway, it should be in game. And you can't hold it down for more than a second, because otherwise it'll go right back. It's kind of annoying that way. So just very lightly tap it. And it should be this one. And it should be this one here at the bottom that will contain the Sonic Generations demo. So you're going to want to go to User Direction Disk, and this is going to be the file that this is the big file. This is the important file you're going to need to edit. But this is all if you choose to edit it. Ah, crap. Anyway, you probably won't need to. Now, initially, the one that will be in there will not be this big. It'll be a bit smaller. It'll be the unaltered one that will have the original demo that just has classic Sonic playable. It's like 400 megabytes in it's like 460 megabytes in size. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do, so what I did, so what I do is I copied that over to my USB. So how to do that is basically on the other side here. See, there's two sides. You're gonna want to go to dev USB 02 you can see there's some. Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong one, because it doesn't matter. Whatever, if you have only one, and it'll be the only one that says USB on it. Basically, you go and do that, and you want to, and then you go to the file you want to copy over, just hit the circle button, and it will give you a prompt to copy. My advice though is don't just copy that particular file. Copy the whole disk folder over, because that for some reason takes way less time. I copied, I have a frame of reference. I went to, on the 4th of July, I copied over the bb.cpk
individually over to my USB, and it took like forever. And also, like when I got back from the fireworks, even though admittedly they were ridiculously short, that was still over half an hour, like maybe 45 minutes that I'd been gone. So yeah, when I came back, it still wasn't done yet. So if you want to save time, my advice is copy the whole disk holder out. At least that worked well for me. You might have varying results. Anyway, so once you have that, you want to put it on your computer. You want to put the CPK file on your computer, because this file contains the folder that contains the file that contains the file that you want to edit. I know it sounds a little complicated, but anyway, so now what you're gonna need is something to extract it. And hold on a minute, let me show you what it is. All right, so it's something called UFT tab, whatever. Anyway, it's in a link on Sonic Retro as well. So I'll leave that link again. Now I'm gonna show how to extract it, because I'm gonna show how to extract the file. So okay, here up top is the original bb.cpk file. Let me just get rid of this extra one that I made just because I'm wasting space. Anyway, so there's the original bb.cpk file, the original one that you copied over from your USB. And again, a lot of this is just if you want to do it yourself, which you probably don't, because I'm going to give you a shortcut, but I'll talk about that shortcut later. So you're going to want to do is you're going to want to drag that into CPK unpack in this UTAB thing. So yeah, it's going to take a long time to extract. So I'll be so I guess I'll resume this tutorial when it's done, because I'm not gonna have you sit through and wait for that. All right, we're back because it's almost complete. Almost. When it's done, this window will disappear. So yeah, don't do this. So don't yeah. So don't do. So even if it looks like here like it's not moving at all, it still is working. It's just this file is big, so it's got a lot. It's got to do a lot. I think actually I probably shouldn't have started recording this early. There's still more to go. But either way, I guess we can wait. It will start off moving very fast when it starts with the smaller files. So when it gets to the big ones like this one, it's just gonna take a while. Yeah, we're almost done here. Like, this is the last two files, title. He goes in alphabetical order, so title is the last one. Wait, unless they're doing the ones with, which no, they would have already done those, I think. Okay, so let me just clarify on compression quickly. So yeah, it's 400, like, okay, there it is, it's done. Anyway, so it's like 400 something. It's like 456 megabytes, I think, but that's a compressed model. That's compressed. The unpacked file will be 574 megabytes. The unpacked model will be 574 megabytes. So this is it. This is it unpacked. Okay, so now as you can see, inside there's a pretty big list of stuff. So what you're going to want to do, and again, this is all, once again, if you decide to do it yourself and not take the help I'm going to offer after I show you this. You're going to open the application, you're going to open number sign, actually let me just show it clearer because, crap, I opened the wrong thing. Give me a second. Okay, you're going to need to open this thing with focus. Okay, there we go. You're going to want to open the thing with the number sign, application.ar.00. It will say .00. The only reason why it doesn't say .00 on mine is because I set a default program to open it, so it doesn't show the file extension on the name anymore. But yeah, it will say .00, and that's the one you want, not .arl. Now open it with some kind of text editor. I tried XML editors, and they didn't work too well with me, and I tried them when I was getting desperate, because you want it. This is where you see now this this application.ar.00 file, it contains all this. It contains the content. It contains all this content about the demo, and it contains the one thing you need to edit. And you want to make sure you do it right, because if you do it wrong, like I had been doing for so long, then when you try to start up the demo, your result will just be being stuck on that loading screen with Sonic running, and it'll just keep running forever, and it'll never end. So, yeah, it like literally won't end because it won't be able to start up. So, you want to find the particular part of the file that's like application settings.iua. The easiest way is to use the little find tool you've got in it, if you have one. Like I put in Control F, and then it's got this find. So I'm just going to put in a word I know is only at the area I need, which is trial. So that's the word I'm going to use to find it. Oh, I spelled it wrong. That's why. So trial, actually spelled correctly this time. And now it will take you down and highlight the word once it finds it. So, okay, here you are, you're at application setting.iua. There's a lot of stuff to change here, but there's a lot of stuff you can change here, but the one thing you really need to change is this is the content here. Application demo distribution trial version 1. Okay, so here you'll find a list of different options that you can put in this, apart from trial version 1. Because trial version 1 is the version of the demo that they give out that has essentially that they're giving out that has like only classic Sonic playable and everything. Alright, so there's Press Tour, there's E3 Front, E3 Backyard, Gamescom, TGS, which stands for Tokyo Game Show, trial version 1, and trial version 2. Okay, so I don't know how many of these would work. I would assume all of them would work. The only one I know that won't work is trial version 2, because that will take you to a stage select screen for Spagonia's levels, which are not in this demo, which are not actually in this demo, so it would just freeze the game. The game would just freeze the minute you hit it and go to the loading screen. So, yeah. So don't do trial version 2. And, now, I've only done TGS, so I can't comment if the other ones will work. So I'm just going to do TGS again, just to be sure. Okay, so it's in. So you got to keep TGS in the quotes. All right, and make sure to just be as accurate as possible with casing and everything. So TGS was totally capped. So we're just going to caps lock it. Done? No, this is the tricky part. This is the part that had me up for days trying to fucking figure it out. Okay, so if you do it now, and this happened to me a lot, if you just stop right now and do all the other steps, if you just go out, save this as it is, and then do all the steps of making the CPK file and putting it onto the demo and everything, you're just gonna get all that's gonna happen is you're gonna be stuck forever on that Sonic 1 loading screen, on that Sonic 1 Sonic loading screen. It's happened to me so much it's in my that screen will be in my nightmares. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to. Now, I tried to figure out what the hell was wrong, and it came to me. It has to do with character count. It has to do with two things: character count and the spacing from these two dashes. Notice how it just goes one skip. Well, that's essentially. Well, watch what happens. Watch what happens when you move space. It gets closer. So yeah, I just undid that. So just to keep on record. Anyway, so I realized something. This is a lot like after a lot of trial and error again. Tons of it. I realized this is a lot like a puzzle, where just picture a puzzle right now, where where one of the pieces, say it got like white out all over one of the pieces, and now the image on that piece is gone. So essentially, there's like so in the image that the puzzle's trying to create, there's like a white spot from that one piece that is all whited over now. You want to replace it with another piece, but the only way you want to actually replace it with another piece. But the only way the replacement piece has to have the same shape as the original piece, so it can fit into the puzzle. That's essentially the perfect analogy to describe this. So essentially, trial version 1 and trial version 2 are 10 characters long, because I got that to work, even though I couldn't get the other ones to work. And then I realized that's why, because they're the same the only difference is that one number has changed in these two. They're 10 characters. This is only 3 characters. So the trick is you essentially have to hit the spacebar 7 times here. now this thing is in the same spot it was, and this is, and the distance between this semicolon and those two dashes is the same. That's essentially all you had to, so that's essentially what it boils down to. Hard to believe that such complexity goes into that. So yeah, when you're done, save it, close out of it, and then for the next step, making your package file. Okay, so whatever. So I'm gonna find the program that I use for that. Not making my package file. No, you're not gonna make a package file. But all right, let's see. Okay, Cry file system, Cry developer tools. Again, I'll leave a link for now. This one I'll leave a link for because I need. So yeah, essentially this is a program that can open certain CPKs, not the one that comes with this demo, but so which is why you need to get it the other way. Which is why you need to go through the other process with UTab to open it. So yeah, in this list, find the program to make the file. So CryPact File Maker. So this is that. Now, essentially, you're going to want to click that folder icon. There. All right. You're going to want to click that folder icon, and then it will give you a list of folders. So you want to navigate to the folder that has. You want to navigate to the folder that has the unpacked CPK content. Yeah. So there it is. So select OK, and all the content will appear on this list. Now you're going to want to click Build CPK File. This is important. Make sure the data align is at 64, and make sure that file mode says file name, and make sure that compression is checked off. Make sure that the settings are just like this, because you do not want it to compress, otherwise it'll ruin it. Which is why when I showed you the example and it looked bigger. Anyway, okay, so now you can change the destination. I'm, for simplicity's sake, gonna change it to a USB. Hold on, let me put a USB in. Alright. Actually, I don't want to use that one. Alright, so yeah. Right. So, you could switch it to removable disk F if that's what it says, and then, yeah, it's gonna say default. You want to rename it BB. I'm not going to, just because I already have one in there, and I don't want to get rid of it just in case. But yeah, don't keep it as default, even though I am. And then, yeah, once you got that set up, start to build. So, yeah, now this will make the CPK file, which you will need to put into the demo. Now, because of how much hell this was for me to do it, I'm going to be the nice guy, and I'm actually going to upload a copy of the CPK file that I made and use to play the modern Sonic demo somewhere. I'll upload it somewhere, and I'll leave the link. So that will be your shortcut that you may choose to take, unless you want to actually go through the longer process of doing this. This shouldn't take too long. It might take a few minutes or so. Well, so I'll just cut out for now. Alright, so when it's done, it will give this message, which will tell you stuff that, but as long as it says the stuff it says here, you should be good. Now, yeah. So yeah, you can get rid of that, and you can go, yeah. Okay, so as you can see here, default, which is what I called it, even though you should probably call it BB just to be on the safe side, make everything as similar as possible. Like I said, puzzle, or think of the puzzle analogy. So okay, so BB, yep. Disk. Yeah, okay, so now that you've got that, you can eject your USB out so you can put it on the PS3. so essentially what you're going to want to do is remember where you found the original bb.cpk file. Well, you want to delete the original bb.cpk file, if you haven't already, from that spot, from that disk folder that you found it in the demo. And you want to, then you want to delete, then you want to copy over the new one that you just made into the same spot, basically. And that should be easy to do in Multiman. Anyway, so yeah. And then once that's done, you boot up the demo, and if it worked right, then it will load up properly. If it doesn't, then you'll be stuck with Sonic 1 Sonic running in place forever in that loading screen. So yeah, but if you follow my instructions, or if you just take the shortcut I'm going to give you, especially if you take the shortcut I'm going to give you, you shouldn't have that problem. So enjoy your modern Sonic level.